Good evening, Hampstead. Go ahead and call this meeting to order at 7:01 p.m. And Melissa, would you mind taking the roll call?
No problem. Jason Giard?
Here.
Erin Pellegrini? Mrs. Pellegrini is absent. David Smith?
Yes.
Andy Cabarrus?
Here.
Carl Hubner? Here. Thank you. And also seated at the board table is Superintendent of Schools, Bob Thompson, and CFO, Jeff Dowd.
All right. Thank you, Melissa. Go ahead and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Dr. Hubner, would you mind leading us? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you, everybody. So tonight's meeting is a public hearing pursuant to RSA 197.3A, which is a special meeting for the change in the education formula. Again, this is September 21st, 2023. To go over what we're going to talk about tonight in the outline, and make sure, Joe, if you wouldn't mind going next. Thank you, sir. We're going to go through the, as we just did the roll call, we'll talk about public hearing, we'll have some discussion, open up for public comment, and then we'll look to close the public hearing and then adjourn the meeting. Next slide. Again, this public hearing is pursuant to RSA 197.3A, special meeting for change in education formula, and the public hearing is now open. All right. So tonight is to discuss Article 1, special warrant article, which, as read, shall the voters of Hampstead School District per RSA 197.3A vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $273,888 to be placed in the school renovation, reconstruction, and capital improvement capital reserve fund established in 2006, said sum representing the additional adequacy funds supplied to the district by the state legislature for the 2023-2024 fiscal year, which were not made known to the district until after the 2023 district annual meeting. This does need a majority vote, which this has been recommended by the school board 5-0. And just to note, there will only be one warrant article for the special meeting, and no citizens petitions are allowed. Next slide. Just to give everyone at home more information about what is adequacy aid. So every year there's adequacy aid that is provided by the state of New Hampshire to the school district directly. This is for each school district. $4,100 is the base amount of aid per student, and that's for fiscal year 2023-2024. ADM and other factors are used to calculate the final amount, in which is when we find out if there's more adequacy aid given or not. So for Hampstead, how much will we receive in fiscal year 2024? The actual is $2.8 million, or $2,856,014. We had budgeted $2,420,342, which means there's a delta which is favorable to the district of $435,672. Pursuant to the RSA 197.3, this permits a public hearing and subsequent special meeting to accept additional funds due to the legislative changes. So of the $435,672 that's favorable, there are $273,888 that amount that can be directly attributable to the legislative changes. And so again, what's the impact of that $435,672 that is total revenue we'll receive above the budget? $161,784 is used to offset the tax rates. We're allowed to bring forth a warrant article in the amount of $273,888 of that $435,000 to look at having that appropriated to the district's capital reserve fund, which is why we're here. So, the balance of our capital reserve fund as of today, or as of 6/30/2023, is $1,721,494. If the voters approve the contribution of $273,888, it'll bring our capital reserve fund up to $1.9 million, or $1,995,382. And again, that amount of $273,888 is only if, upon the special meeting, it's voted to approve that amount to go into the capital reserve. Next, we'll go to questions and public comment. The school board is pleased to hear any and all the public comments from those sitting here in the audience or on the school board. I'll open up with just saying, you know, it was found favorable, or found that the 5 board members did recommend this, as we are trying to build enough in our capital reserve to help fund any of the addition at the central school. And that's the purpose of what we would be looking to allocate this, and we'll talk about that in future board meetings. Other board members? All right. Anyone in the public? Going once? Going twice? All right. Now go to that the public hearing is now closed at 7:08 p.m. on September, if I remember right, 21st, 2023. Just as a note for those that are watching at home, there is a special meeting scheduled for October 10th, which is Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. prior to the already scheduled school board meeting, and that special meeting is to the inhabitants of the school district of the town of Hampstead, New Hampshire, qualified to vote in district affairs. You are hereby notified to meet at the Hampstead Middle School, 28 School Street, Hampstead, New Hampshire, on Tuesday, the 10th day of October, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. This session shall consist of explanation, discussion, and debate of warrant article number 1. Warrant articles may be amended subject to the following limitations. A, warrant article whose wording is prescribed by law shall not be amended, and B, no warrant articles shall be amended to eliminate the subject matter of the article. Voting on the warrant article number 1 will be conducted at this special meeting. And unless there's any questions, comments, this school board meeting is now adjourned. 7:08 p.m. Thank you all.